From the Shack podcast is sponsored by Thermapen. Designed for chefs and loved by home cooks worldwide, Thermapen ensures perfectly cooked food every single time. With its unrivaled speed and accuracy, sleek waterproof design, and a 5-year guarantee, Thermapen is certified to perfect every roast, bake, barbecue and steak. Myself and Dec highly recommend Thermapen as it's the only food thermometer that we use at home as well as when we're cooking at our pop-ups. So cook to temp and not time and enjoy the episode. Welcome everyone to episode 4 from the Shack. I'm Steve, joined by Dec as usual. This is a little bit different.
We're actually in the Shack.
We're in the Shack. We're in the Shack.
The Shack.
Don't worry, it isn't the final episode of season 2. We just got the opportunity.
It's not a live one either.
No, we just got the opportunity to record here. We thought it'd be cool to record here. It's absolutely roasting today,
Yeah,
Manchester. It's not sunny. It's just close.
I'm not Manchester, by the way.
Oh yeah, you're not.
Oh yeah, I'm Cheshire.
Liverpool.
Cheshire. In between.
Yeah, Liverpool. How did Liverpool get on? Probably best not talking about it, eh?
Yeah.
Oh.
That's really kind of
Right, so this week we are going to cover the usual stuff. Our notable cooks since the last time we recorded. There's not much going on really in the community. I have attended a kind of community event which I'll touch on, but I'm not going to go into detail because we are going to do an episode that is dedicated to that, just like this one. So this episode is mainly dedicated to Marcus Bawdon's class, which was at Alfresco Chapel, and Dec was lucky enough to be there and take part. Unfortunately, I wasn't. I had to go to a family wedding, which was absolutely shocking. But that is what we are going to cover this week. So should we just get straight into our notable cooks? We've just had a cracking segment.
Right, notable cooks for me is what I've basically just cooked.
We've just ate it.
We've literally just scanned it. Liam gave us some. He's cured some beef rib caps.
Yep.
For beef bacon, and I thought, well, if it's cured and it's for beef bacon, why not have a go and do pastrami sort of thing?
Yeah.
So it was they were only small pieces. They were only really small pieces, but it was, to be honest with you, I did 100 and sort of set it up 115 degrees. Had some brandy barrel oak wood chunks. Again, not sure whether I made the difference.
I didn't get any brandy coming through.
No,
I want a nice smoke flavour.
I want a nice smoke flavour, but yeah. So we smoked it at 120 degrees for 3 hours. I was probably pushing it a little bit because I wanted to have a bit more smoke on it, because in reality I could have wrapped it after an hour and a half, 2 hours. It stalled after about an hour and a half, 2 hours. So, and I thought, just needs a little bit more. So I let it go for another couple of hours. Let it go. So it sort of smoked for 3 hours, and then I basically put a foil tray with beef stock in, and then just covered the foil tray with foil, the beef stock in, and then I just cooked it for another hour until it was like 93 degrees.
Really quick cook.
Yeah, really quick cook. I mean, I thought it was going to take longer. I had it in my head that it was going to take 8 hours. But I really did have it in my head that it was going to take 8 hours. But then thinking about it, they were only small pieces.
It was a really small piece of meat, and you probably couldn't tell until you cut into it.
Yeah.
How thick the fat cap was.
Yeah, that's it. So again, it wasn't. Again, it doesn't matter because I just took it off. It finished. I put it on at 10 o'clock. Finished it about 2. Chucked it in the Yeti.
Nice, really nice.
Oh yeah, I just chucked it in the Yeti and let it sort of sit there for a good 4 hours. I mean, it was still nice and warm, wasn't it?
Dalton, yeah.
And we did it on a Reuben sandwich. Really good. Made my own Russian dressing, sauerkraut, pickles. What else? Rye bread and cheese.
Cheese. Yeah, melted cheese on. It's really good. Really, really good.
I might try it again on a bagel or even
nice.
pudding.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Yeah, nice and milky. Do that again. Maybe a recreate in a what was it called? What was the festival one?
Fume.
Recreate a fume.
Smoke on the water, wasn't it?
Smoke on the water.
So Smoke on the Waters did the Yorkshire pudding filled with like pulled pastrami. Really good. I actually thought the flavour of your pastrami was a nicer flavour.
Yeah, I've had it a few times where it's been a bit too salty, but to be honest, that was perfect.
It was really good. It was tender enough, but it held together just right to slice. And you took that to 93.
But I reckon with the carryover and you chuck it in the Yeti, it'll be up to 96 maybe.
What do you reckon they took that pulled pastrami for the Yorkies too? Then they're probably hitting about 100 then.
Probably maybe a bit more, maybe something like 96, 97.
It's quite lean, it's not a lot of fat.
I think you could pull it I think you could pull that, or you would just chop it because it's quite a flaky meat, isn't it?
Yeah.
You did it thin enough and then just...
It did seem full because it was like the stringy pieces, but in a nice way. It was still a bit of moisture to it. But I think you get away, if you were doing that, you could take it further and not have to worry too much about drying it out because you're just going to whack a load of Russian dressing on top of it.
Yeah,
which is
definitely
counterbalance that.
Yeah, so it's... But I mean, yeah, that's what I'm going to try and get into a bit more. We talked on the last episode about Liam sorting us out some pastrami. He is doing a silver side, and don't worry, folks. It's a Wagyu silver side, so shouldn't be dry.
I've got
Wouldn't be good.
I went to see him on Saturday. Picked up a picanha, had picanha for dinner on Saturday. So good, so good.
My favourite. Did you do it whole in the end?
Yeah, I did it whole. Yeah, did it whole. Turned out really well. What did I do it with? I did it with, again, I'm absolutely smashing them Hasselback potatoes. But it cried out for it. So I did Hasselback potatoes. This is not my notable cook, by the way. Hasselback picanha and creamed cabbage and
I love
what else did I do?
Cream spinach.
Oh, chimichurri.
Yeah, chimmy.
Yeah.
Chimmy just goes with
and eggs and hot sauce.
It's not hot sauce, isn't it? Oh, and it goes steak and eggs, I suppose.
Yeah, well, I got the idea from when we went to Stalybridge.
Yeah, we went to Cafe Continental.
Yeah, they did steak and eggs with hot sauce, and it was nice.
Was there, but their hot sauce was really good though.
Yeah,
whatever they'd done to that or however they made that was like banging.
You could really tell that they'd use like proper fermented chilies to make it, rather than it being out of a bottle or something like that. You could tell it was like
loads of flavour. Loads of flavour.
So my notable cook this week was one that I had tons of fun making, and it was kind of a last minute thing. I had some chicken thighs, and I knew I wanted to do something on the kadai, and I was like, oh, what should I do? Well, so I'm just gonna make a curry. So it wasn't any like recipe. It wasn't like a named curry. It was just a generic curry. So it was more like a butter chicken, really.
Yeah.
A lot of butter in it, and it wasn't too mild because I put a couple of green chilies in it. But it was just really nice, and the process of cooking it on the kadai. The only thing I couldn't make my mind up about, because I marinated the chicken thighs quite late on, and in my head I was gonna char them before adding them to the curry, but because time was getting away with me, I thought I need that yogurt to kick in and tenderise the chicken. I thought, sod it. So I got all my sauce ingredients together. I just threw it in and just cooked it, and it was banging, mate. Really good. Supermarket naan breads. Just toasted them on the thing.
Quite similar. I'm pretty sure I did. I don't even know if I posted. Did I post?
I don't think so.
Jerk chicken curry.
No.
Mate.
No.
He's in for a treat when you see this.
Jerk chicken curry.
Jerk chicken curry. I mean, I know everyone can't see this, but I mean,
oh yeah,
you can imagine.
Yeah. Really good.
You can imagine the flavour of that.
Really good.
I don't know if I've got a better one of it, but
I'll try and remember again for the third week on the bounce when I say I'm going to do it, that you send me something. Yeah, it looks really good, mate. Yeah, it looks belted. Really good.
It was so flavoursome. Loads of coconut, loads of Scotch bonnets.
It's just the process of cooking it. I'm looking at your kadai, yeah. It's just the process of just being sat out in the garden, lit the fire, and just,
Did you cook the chicken in the bowl?
So this is what I was saying. I was going to char it. I was going to put that in first and toss it all through. But because I didn't put it in the fridge to marinate with the yogurt till late on, I wanted to give it as much time marinating as possible. So I didn't get any char on the chicken. I just threw the raw chicken into the curry and just let it cook through. And it turned out really well. It turned out really well.
I literally did jerk chicken. Got the kadai ripping hot. Jerk chicken on the skewers. I took it to about 65 because. It's always going to cook when it's in the sauce. Yeah. And I always find when you're trying to thicken the sauce at the end, you sort of touch and go whether you're going to overcook your chicken. So took it to about 65, cooked the curry, reduced it as much as I could, and then chuck the chicken back in, let it sort of reduce down a little bit more. Yeah, I'm
100% gonna do more like pot things like that on the kadai over live fire. I just enjoyed I had it like yours is set up, so I had the tripod and it was hung on the chains in the bowl, and I got a really hot fire in the centre and was just like lowering it, lifting it, lowering it for whatever I needed. If I needed more intense heat, I was dropping it down.
Well, that's what yesterday, to be honest, I used the cast iron pot yesterday because I did pit beans. Pit beans. I did pit beans. I did smoked sausage, Liam's, and then I did some ribs. Again, I know that it's not my notable cook, but I have to shout about them because it was good.
They looked amazing. You'll see You'll see his ribs on Insta, and you'll see the curry. I did a reel on the curry. And I only realised after I'd recorded it and posted it when I was doing the voiceover, because I get carried away and start talking nonsense. There's a part in the reel where I had chicken stock, just because I love a really saucy curry meal. I like loads of sauce. I more than I need, because I like, once all the meat's gone, once I've eaten all the meat, I like just to have it all over the rice.
Yeah, well, I didn't have any rice. I literally got one of them Aldi supermarket nams.
Yeah.
I literally just put that on a plate and just poured the whole curry on top. Just went for it. It was banging.
But yeah, check those out on Instagram. Again, loads of fun. You're going to see a lot more cooks on the Kadai from me, and also you're going to see quite a lot of cooks coming up on the Somerset Grill. I think we've said it before. Live fire at the minute is kind of, it's got my juices flowing.
That brings us into the class then.
Yeah, so Marcus Bawdon at Alfresco Chapel doesn't come up north really at all anymore.
No.
So it was really honoured to have him at Alfresco Chapel, and you were lucky enough to attend.
Yeah, so the event was, I think it was around 150 quid.
Yeah,
which is for me reasonably priced. You're going to get a class. I mean, to be honest, it was 2 classes rolled into one, and then almost a meal. So
the food alone's got to be worth 50, 60 quid.
Yeah, 100%. So
free beer.
I mean, I'm free beer. So I mean, you started the class off. It was butchery down by Butcher Gav.
Yeah.
So it was quite interesting that he only has like whole carcass butchery, so like whole carcass craft butchery, and he had basically a side of cow, a side of beef, and just basically butchered it down into all your different components, which was really good because you sort of butchered it down. You could see where everything was. He butchered down the picanha, he butchered down the tri-tip. I mean, there wasn't much of a tri-tip because it was a smaller beast, but. And then he butchered down the top side, and then what he did was he trimmed off the fat from another part of the animal, and then sort of rolled the top side with the fat on the top, the extra coverage. Yeah, obviously it's not fatty, it's not traditionally a fat piece. But this beef was like it was a grass-fed Dextra thing that would like age for however long. I mean, I tell you what, the flavour of the beef was unbelievable, mate. Like it was so good. And basically, he cooked. We did lots of things throughout the day, but he cooked the top side on the Somerset. Yep. Which I thought was pretty cool. So he did like a full roast dinner, to be honest. So he did that. He did potatoes. He did some fire roasted peppers with like a chimichurri as well, which was really good. He did these flatbread things, which I think is a really good idea, to be honest. So almost like a smash burger taco, but it's a flatbread, and then he sort of like smushed lamb mince into the flatbreads. So he smushed like lamb mince into the flatbreads. You can obviously do it with chicken mince, beef mince, and then he cooked them direct on the Somerset for a couple of minutes each side, and then he sort of dressed it with all like different spices. So they did like a how do I explain it now? Like a Middle Eastern style, or like
like Turkish,
sauces and like greens and rocket and like and coriander and all stuff like that. It was, do you know what? They sort of cut it up like almost like a pizza, but it was actually really good. The flavours that you were getting, and then they did an Indian one then as well.
I was going to say you could go in any direction with that, couldn't you?
You could go any direction, and as much as when smash burger tacos become a thing, I never really liked it that much. I just thought, well, I'd rather just have a burger sort of thing. But this isn't trying to be something else. This is actually it's almost its own creation. Yeah. And I like the way that you could take that in any cuisine. Yeah. So I was thinking like you could do it like Mexican, or you could do some type like birria spiced one, or you could do loads of different stuff.
There's one. Is it Turkish? Someone will correct me who's listening. And I think again I'll probably butcher this. I think it's called a pide. Pide. Where you get the bread dough and you make it's like almost like a canoe shape, but it's full of meat. Similar thing, innit? You could do that as well.
It's just for me, like you can go Greek. Yeah. It was just loads. You know what? There was just loads of possibilities, which I thought was pretty cool. So he did that. He did the full roast. We did Scotch eggs. Yep. We did Scotch eggs, but again, I mean, I like good Scotch eggs.
You can't go wrong.
Scotch egg on the barbecue.
Sausage and egg.
Always banging. To be fair, I quite like that. Although I mean, I picked my egg up and went to roll it, and as I rolled it, I just felt the whole thing give, and I nearly put my hand. I was so close to putting my hand, like it was nearly a flat egg
straight through it,
because I was close to putting my hand straight through it. But to be fair, I got it. I done it, and it was all right. Like to be fair, mine was okay. I'm just trying to think what else we had. We had a load of steak. There was There was all different types of steak they did.
What did he do? I was going to say, what did he do with the picanha? Did he cook that whole, or cut into steak?
I can't remember now. There was a lot of steaks where they were just cooking them throughout the day,
Right?
Basically on the flamery or
yeah.
grill. But he did. What's the steak?
Denver hanger.
I think it's hanger.
Hanger.
It's the one that's near the liver.
Yeah, that's hanger steak.
Taste a little bit.
Yeah, it's omelette, and it's the same thing.
Yeah, hanger.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
Basically, what he did was he put no seasoning on it whatsoever, and he did them dirty.
Right.
This episode is brought to you in part by Alfresco Chapel, a proper barbecue showroom up north. They're the go-to stockists for all your grills, smokers and pizza ovens. They've got everything from rubs, sauces, fuels, woods, coolers, butcher's paper, you name it, they've got it. They've even got pizza dough, craft ales and frozen meats now as well. Whether you're deep into outdoor cooking or just getting started, it's well worth a visit. Head down to Market Street in Adlington or follow at Alfresco Chapel on Instagram and go and visit the showroom. You will not regret it. Big thanks to the guys for supporting the show. Now let's get into it.
He also brought some black pudding.
Okay.
Butcher Gav did. Really good. Tasted nothing like I've ever any black pudding I've ever had before. Almost had a flavour like baked beans. It was like had a sweetness to it. It was really good. Really good. So yeah.
Yeah.
Obviously, he done that. He done the cinnamon roll thing, but there was loads of different things that you could do with it. So he was also talking about a maple like pecan plat type thing.
Yeah.
And you could sort of like cut it into circles or cut it into squares and then smash that.
Because it's just dough, in it? So you can do what you want.
Dough, you can do whatever you want. And then smash that down, and then maybe just have bacon in between it. So it's almost like a bacon butty, but like a real dirty bacon butty.
Oh, a breakfast pecan.
Breakfast pecan.
Maple.
Yeah.
Pastry.
Yeah, I think it'd be bang on. I really do.
I'll be down to give it a go anyway. 100%. But yeah, I think...
Even tastes good warm, that.
I think it's probably... Even if like Dex has seasoned barbecuer, I consider myself pretty capable with a barbecue. I went to an event on Saturday as well, which we'll talk about in the next episode. But I think we're just trying to say, even if you think you're an accomplished barbecuer and there's nothing else you can learn, go to these events, these classes, because
it was banging, you know. And I do consider myself a seasoned barbecuer, but I learned loads of stuff.
And it's the
social
social side.
Yeah, well, I said that to you as well. The social side of it, you get to meet all these new people or people that you talk to online and stuff. And you know what? It was almost just like you're having something to eat with your mates. Yeah, it was good.
It's an excuse to get together with the people who you're pals with online, make some new friends. I know that sounds proper cheesy, but I don't mean it like that. But you know what I mean? Like, it's not very often you get a chance to spend a full day just proper nerding out about barbecue, sitting there drinking beer, eating loads of food. So get involved, get stuck in. There's always loads of stuff going on at Alfresco Chapel, so just check out their website. Obviously one of our sponsors, big shout out to Steve and Adam at Alfresco. They're doing some amazing things. Just keep supporting these things. I've got some classes that I'm going to announce with maybe some recognisable faces at Cheshire Barbecue School, which is cool. So get involved. But anything else to add about the class, do you think?
No.
Yeah,
we did a little interview with Marcus Bawdon.
We did, which we can. We may as well
tag on the end.
We'll cut to that now. Should we cut to that now?
Yeah.
Cut to now.
Sound.
This episode of From the Shack is brought to you in part by Pit Barrel Cookers, one of the simplest, most reliable ways to get into proper charcoal cooking. If you've not seen one before, it's a vertical drum smoker that makes it ridiculously easy to get amazing results. Ribs, brisket, wings, you name it. Hang your meat, shut the lid, and let it do its thing. I've used mine now for about 6 months, and it's still one of the most hands-off bits of kit I've got. They're built, solid, easy to use, and available right here in the UK.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to From the Shack podcast. One half of From the Shack. So we're here today with Marcus Bawdon after a bit of a cooking session.
Other half was gutted; he couldn't make it.
Yeah, Steve was absolutely gutted. He was busy going to a wedding.
Yeah.
So yeah, he was absolutely gutted, really. So we've had a right good feed outside.
Yeah.
It's been really good. Like, to be fair.
Thank you.
You enjoy it?
Yeah, it's good. Yeah, so here at Alfresco Chapel, Steve asked me up to come and do a class, and it's been brilliant fun. I don't come up north very often, not through choice, but it's a long old way up that motorway, and I've got a lovely space down in Devon. But yeah, I did having really enjoyed it today. So good.
So, just a couple of questions, really. So, what a bit about yourself, sort of like, what do you do just generally? Without barbecue.
Without barbecue. So
what do you...
I work in the oil and gas industry. I'm a geologist. I'm a dad of 3 kids, husband, got bad taste in shirts. I just do me. I love guitar. I got into guitar and singing the last couple of years. That's a new thing. Last year I've got into that. So that's really helped my sort of mental health as barbecue sort of transition from me from hobby to more work. I'm trying to pull it back a little bit to be more hobby, less work. Definitely. But it's trying to get the balance right.
Yeah, I'm not exactly the same. I don't want to ruin my hobby.
No, yeah.
So as much as I keep saying like I love barbecue, and I keep getting more and more involved in stuff, and I'm keep thinking I've got to be really careful here, because I just want it to be my hobby. Yeah. But I really just want it to be my hobby. I don't want it to be a job.
No. I mean, I burnt out with it a couple of years ago because I was doing too much teaching, too much demos, and on top of my day job, and burnt out with it. And that was very dangerous for me because I love it, and I've desperately been sort of desperately being pulling back my love for it, and trying to enjoy it a bit more, which I'm getting there now. Passion's back now.
Good. So barbecue then. What is your favourite barbecue to cook on? I don't want you upsetting any brands, but if you were just had one barbecue, what would it be? Mine would be a ceramic, just because of the ease. Me personally,
I don't think my perfect barbecue's out there yet. Yet. A few have come close. So Weber Summit, I'm a big fan of that. Kamado. It's a very clever grill, that, and there's brilliant grills out there. People forget that 10 years ago there just weren't any. There was nothing.
Weber Master.
That was it. Yeah, it was hardly anything. But now we're pretty blessed. I do like my Summit. Hellraiser Yammer, really clever grill, really good little grill that is.
But they're not. They're demised.
There's still space for a lot of grills. There might be some developments in the future.
We might have to have a little teaser on the pod, and come on the pod when you're ready. And ready to share this news.
Yeah, there might be some little teasers out there coming. So development working. I've had some ideas in my head the last 10 years or so. So we'll see how those go.
Well, better to develop it though. If you've obviously cooked on loads of different barbecues, why not?
Yeah, I love it. I work with a lot of brands, helping them on their technical side as well as just the promotion side, over the years. And, I've worked with a lot, and there's a lot that I just can't talk about that I've helped with, helping different bits. I love it when I come to a showroom like this, and I see, I had a little part to play in that. I told them that, and a few little tweaks here and there, and, it just helps.
Oh, brilliant.
Yeah.
Absolutely brilliant.
I'm a bit of a geek on these things, so yeah.
Yeah, no, brilliant. So, favourite food to cook on a barbecue then?
Steak.
Yeah?
Yeah.
A specific type of steak?
Specific type. Oh.
For me, I'd go ribeye. Every time. I like a ribeye, but I have, like we've been talking today, picanha's sort of getting there for me.
Yeah, picanha's good. So rump cap,
I like the fact that it's just, by the time you've paid for 2 ribeyes, you can have like one where 5 years could eat.
Yeah.
It's really reasonable.
You get that fat, crispy, and absolutely nail the cook pink to pink. Did you see I did one recently where it was just perfect all the way through?
Yeah. So I do a lot of reverse here. So I do a lot of reverse here, but recently I tried to do it on the Kadai.
Yeah.
It was my first time doing live fire, because it was only recently the missus bought me this Kadai.
Yeah.
So it just took a lot longer than I expected.
It does, yeah, but it's a nice way of cooking.
It was very good.
The problem with barbecue with lid cooking, something like that, when you get that fat crispy, it drops a lot of fat onto the coals, and you get that really intense smoke, and it can be very intense on something like a Kamado.
Yeah, well, you can sometimes, sometimes when I do rotisserie chickens and stuff like that, there's not really much you can do.
No.
Fat drips down, and sometimes you can taste a little bit fuely in the chicken sometimes.
And that's that dirty fat smoke. Now, you do that on an open fire, on an asado sort of style grill, on a cadai or something like that.
Not as enclosed.
It's not as enclosed. So you can get that ripping heat to crisp up that fat and drop it on the coals, and it's not going to over smoke. That's why I like open fire cooking.
Yeah, me and Steve have both said that this year we're going to try and like get more into it.
Yeah,
it's something that we're both interested in. So again, it's just sort of totally different skill. So
I see it as quite a progression for people's cooks. Usually I find people, they get into the American barbecue first, the ribs, the brisket, pulled pork, all of that. And I think we're probably getting peak brisket at the moment. Everyone's obsessed with brisket. But after that, then they start thinking, what else is there? What else can I cook? And that's where the asado stuff really kicks in for a lot of people. It did for me. I mean, 10 years or so ago, I got into that, and I started just getting a bit saturated with American style smokehouse barbecue, and I thought, what else is there? And I think it's that what else that definitely leads to asado. And what I like about asado is that that's how we used to cook in the UK. I've got this amazing book at home, and it's literally got from 100 200 years ago how they used to cook in old kitchens and stuff, and you look and it's asado. We were the masters of cooking outdoors and cooking over fire, and we've kind of lost those skills, and that's what I want to bring back is help people to cook like that.
That's what on my next on my list really, with the kadai, is getting the asado cross. So I see quite a lot of people doing pork belly at the moment on the asado.
Nice.
So I quite fancy that. So obviously sides, what would you, if that was your steak, then what would you have with it?
More steak,
or
a bit of seafood, some scallops.
Yeah, I quite like scallops. Do you cook it in the shells as well, do you?
I've done that, but nice. I do duck fat scallops. So the duck fat lets you get even hotter than like butter or oil. So you can get a really good sear without it burning, really good sear on a high heat. So something like a sirloin and scallops would be high on my list. I do like sirloin. I like them all. They're all different.
Good.
I love hanger steak, but sirloin and scallops would be definitely up there for me.
Probably agree, to be fair. That'd be pretty good. I'd maybe have a little bit of cream spinach. I quite like a bit of cream spinach. Maybe a little bit of carbs. A little bit of chips or something, maybe.
Dauphinoise celeriac.
Maybe,
I don't eat many potatoes. You probably saw me nicking a few chimichurri roasties outside with the bone marrow on, but...
Yeah, I mean, I like celeriac. When me and Steve did a pop-up, we did a pop-up outside a brewery, and we've done celeriac for vegetarians. So we did a celeriac Big Mac.
Oh, nice.
It was really good, and you couldn't, to be honest with you sort of like baked the celeriac for like an hour, and then we pre-baked them, and then on the day we just had a barbecue set up for vegetarians, and we just literally flash fried it, and honestly, you couldn't. I didn't miss the meat, because like with something like a Big Mac, the sauce plays a really big part. So I genuinely didn't miss the meat, and I thought it was really good. So, how's the school going?
Yeah, good.
Yeah?
Yeah, good. Really busy. I've kept it a lot quieter, so my day job's picked up a lot this year, and I've kept it a fair bit quieter this year.
You've got your new TP thing?
Yeah, the barbecue lodge is amazing. Sat around that, so it wasn't in for very long, and I had my first stag do with whiskey tasting in it, which was phenomenal.
I can imagine.
Really had some really good evenings in there so far. Yeah, I mean, it's going good. I keep it to where I want it to be, so it doesn't take over completely my life. Just keeping it, after COVID, it went crazy. I was doing 3 or 4 classes a week.
Yeah, and how do you do that and then plan all that as well as your day job? That must be quite...
It was intense. It was quite intense, and no wonder I burnt out.
Yeah.
I'm in a better place now, though, at the moment. So
yeah, brilliant. And then just plans for the future, really.
More classes, keep ticking over. I love doing events. I love the events I'm doing. Occasionally I take on a new one, but I keep getting asked back to do things like, Black Deer I've got coming up, Smoke and Fire. I missed that last year when I couldn't do it because I was working.
Yeah, my dad said he's seen you at Smoke and Fire at Ascot.
Yeah.
Because it's like a butchery. There's a lot of butchers there.
Yeah, and I love those events. The Sizzle Fest later on in the year.
I always like Sizzle Fest, to be fair.
Yeah, it's the barbecue geek sort of, everyone's got Yeti caps and,
I enjoy it.
It's all,
I really do.
Yeah.
It's a real big piss up, if I'm honest.
Yeah,
like,
it's good.
everyone has a big drink.
I might be taking my guitar there this
Really?
year.
You're gonna do a bit, get on stage and do a
I
little.
like that. Might have a little go. Might find a nice, quiet little corner, just
nice.
sit there and see who joins me. I did that at Smoke and Fire Ascot. Literally after the demo stage closed, I kept back a couple of steaks and I just sat there and I said to some of the crowds, I said, come back later and you might hear me sing. You might have to put up with me singing, and there might be a steak going. And it was just really nice. I was just literally sat there playing my guitar, and then one of the guys said, "Oh, can I have a go on your guitar?" And I got my harmonica out. We're playing and we're chatting. People are all asking questions. I had some steaks going, and just nice low key. And I think that's what barbecue should be about. Really, is just hanging out with people. And it's all been amazing, but just that's the core message for it. I think that barbecue should be about hanging out with your friends and family and cooking some nice food. That's
to be honest, we've done like not Facebook, but we've done a podcast live a few times. So me and Steve, we've done it at mine and under the shack, and we've cooked like loads of good stuff. And whenever we do it, we're like, that's the best food we've ever had. But I don't know if it's just the food. It's obviously you're there together cooking the whole thing, to be honest. So no. And then the only thing really I've got to say really is I just wanted to talk to you about my favourite Marcus Bawdon recipes.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
So your first book for me was my favourite. So it introduced me to
Food and Fire.
It introduced me to the Alabama white sauce recipe. With chicken thighs, and
Is that the pickle one or
pickled white
or the jalapeno one?
No, it was
I've done
the
a few
pickled
pickle one.
So just blew my mind. For me, it was like I'd never tasted anything.
It's good.
It was like a pickled mayonnaise barbecue sauce. It was I'd never eaten anything like that tasted like that in my life. So I absolutely love that. Also in that book was the potato salad with the piccalilli.
Yeah.
Well, again, we still use it. So me and Steve will use that on pop-ups. We'll do pop-ups and we'll sell little tubs of potato salad, but that is the recipe. Even now, I still go to that recipe, follow it to the T.
Proper British potato salad with piccalilli, and it just goes simple.
It goes with the barbecue because it's sort of quite tangy with the piccalilli.
I started putting the crispy onion flakes. I've started putting those on top and doing other stuff like that.
Well, like that. Like today when we had the Scotch eggs and stuff, I was really impressed with the flavour of the crispy onions.
Yeah.
I was surprised that mine actually came out well, actually, because the first time I got the egg, I rolled it and I literally just nearly went through the whole egg. So I thought, oh no. But it turned out all right, to be fair. And then the pit beans. So I used to watch it on the YouTube. So you did a YouTube one where you sat there with the kids around the fire. Still now, that's my absolute go-to pit beans recipe. So still now, it's just a really good recipe. And again, when I was starting out barbecuing, like them recipes were like, it absolutely blew my mind, with the flavours and everything. Absolutely blew my mind, mate. So, thank you.
Thank you. So we cooked a few dishes here today at Alfresco Chapel. What do you enjoy? So
what was my favourite? I love steak anyway, so I love the steak. I love like the dry age flavour on some of the steak. That's really good. Obviously chimichurri. I love steak with chimichurri anyway. I like the bone marrow as well.
The flatbread thing.
Yeah, do you know what? Like, it's such a good idea, and I'm definitely going to be using it at home. I know that a lot of people did like smash burger tacos. Now, I wasn't a huge fan of smash burger tacos, but the only reason I wasn't a huge fan of smash burger tacos is because I made them as if I was making a burger. So when I made them as if I was making a burger, I was sitting there just thinking, well, I wish I'd just done a burger. Or like that was my preference. I thought, well, I'd just prefer a burger, but doing it like we've just done it there with the flatbread,
and then that spiced lamb.
That isn't trying to be like something else. That's like that's a total recipe in itself. And it was.
We did two. We did Middle Eastern sort of shawarma style, and we did the sort of tikka style on the naan.
Yeah. So I mean, I preferred the Middle Eastern one because I really like the tahini and then the yogurt with obviously then the pops of the pomegranate with the fattiness of the lamb and stuff. So I really liked how
a lot of people like the curry one as well, though.
Yeah, definitely. They were both really good. And my only thing is my missus doesn't really like lamb, so I might have to adapt it, but with beef.
Do it.
But like what I quite liked is that all of like that recipe we were saying about like, oh, you could do it Mexican. You can sort of adapt it to most flavours across the world. And it still be really good. So I'm gonna have some fun trying some different stuff with that.
You could probably do it like with chicken. You'd have to just check it's cooked through, or mince as well, like gyros style.
or even breakfast
stuff. Yeah.
breakfast style with a runny egg on top and a bit of black pudding. I mean, the black pudding was good as well.
Yeah, Butcher Gav bought some beautiful black pudding.
Butcher Gav.
Yeah.
The black pudding was really
pudding.
good.
And the pudding, the little taco with
brilliant.
Smashed cinnamon buns.
It's like a really good idea. Like, again, I've got Blackstone at home and I've never even thought about doing stuff like that. Because again, it's almost like a smash burger, but you're not. You're doing a dessert.
Cinnamon bun, smashing it in with.
Where did you think about that? Like,
I don't know. These ideas just come into my head.
Yeah,
I've done it with the maple pecan plats and bacon before. That's it.
Because my kids would love that. Yeah. Like, my kids would absolutely love that stuff like that.
Yeah.
And again, holding it like a taco and stuff like that. I did laugh because at the start of the day, one of the lads had a white top on and he stood there and he had all like steak juice down him. And I grabbed the dessert taco at the end and I've got a black top on and it's got cream. I just drip cream all down me.
It's funny, I get that. Like at barbecue school, people turn up with like a white top and I go, you didn't get the memo, did you? This is a barbecue school. You're going to get
wear
meat juices. That's why I wear a Hawaiian shirt, because it hides meat juices. Yeah, cool.
Right, well, all good, yeah?
Yeah, thank you, mate.
Right, well, we're signing off and keep the fires burning and the flames lit. Yeah. So, sound.
Cheers, thank you.
Cheers, Marcus. So, that was Marcus. Quick interview over at Alfresco Chapel after the event. So, I'm sure, a big thanks to him. I'm sure he would have been absolutely knackered, to be fair, after that. Yeah. And obviously, he had a sort of trip back home to Devon, which must have took him 4 or 5 hours.
Yeah,
so
that's a killer.
Pretty cool to take a bit of time. And
it was really good. I think we kind of made sure, didn't we, that when we knew he was coming up north, we had to grab hold of him and try and get him on the pod. And it is a complete honour to have him on the pod, to be fair. I've been a big fan of Marcus's for a long time. I think I've told this story before, that when I first realised there was a barbecue community and I kept seeing Marcus popping up, he was like always in these Hawaiian shirts with a cigar and shades on. And I pictured like an Essex Cockney wide boy accent coming out of it. And then when you speak to him, he's like really softly spoken. He's like a gentle giant. And he's like, this is not what you expect. But he's an absolute star. And I've got a lot of time for Marcus. He's helped me a lot on a personal level. And I know he's probably done that for a lot of other people. So shout out to Marcus. Thanks for coming on. But I think that's probably it for this episode. Yeah. So do all the usual stuff on Instagram. Give us a follow, like, share, comment. Any comments? Yeah, so he's now. If you go on Spotify, any comments that you make on Spotify on the episodes, we will read them all out. And if you want any shout-outs or anything like that, let us know. If you are still on the fence about getting to the big barbecue community cookout in October the 4th, which is a free event. It's looking absolutely spectacular. Watch on our Instagram account for announcements about that. And there is a Facebook event page under the same name, the Big Barbecue Community.
Got so many brands, like they've got stalls and that there.
Butchery demos, food demos, brands, people who are there who are like names in the community who are just coming just to hang out and be there. Sort of witness it, because it may not happen again. You can go and get yourselves a ticket, even though it is free. You pay £10 for a ticket and it gets reimbursed when you sign in on the day. It's literally just for us to keep track of what's going on and how many people are coming. If you go to www.cheshirebarbecueschool.org or go to the Millington Hall Farm website direct, you will find the ticket links there. There are still some camping spots available and still some camper van spots available. So I wouldn't hang around though if you're planning on camping. I think the spots are nearly all gone last time I checked. But that's it. So in the next episode, it's going to be a similar format. We're going to get together because I went to Banquet 1415's class again at Alfresco Chapel Saturday just gone. So we'll be talking about my experiences there. And I managed to grab hold of Mateus and get some words with him. We're going to do more guest spots on the pod. They're really interesting to have. But don't worry, after that, we'll be back to the usual format of us two just sat in an office environment somewhere talking nonsense.
Somewhere in the northwest.
Yeah. But that's it really. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. See you next time. From the Shack podcast is sponsored by Thermapen. Designed for chefs and loved by home cooks worldwide, Thermapen ensures perfectly cooked food every single time. With its unrivaled speed and accuracy, sleek waterproof design, and a 5-year guarantee, Thermapen is certified to perfect every roast,
bake, barbecue and steak. Myself and Dec highly recommend Thermopen as it's the only food thermometer that we use at home as well as when we're cooking at our pop-ups. So cook to temp and not time, and enjoy the episode.